Hey everyone, Dane here from Moving to Canada. I am going live on the afternoon of Wednesday, April 15th to bring you the results from the latest Express Entry draw. The latest Express Entry draw has just taken place just a few minutes ago as of the time that I am filming this video. I am still on stay-at-home orders here in Montreal, but I decided to move out and bring you a video from our balcony so that we can shake things up. You guys don't have to see the inside of my home office anymore. So this is what Montreal's lovely neighborhood of NDG, Notre Dame de Grâce, looks like in the spring. We'll get some leaves on the trees not too far from now, I hope. So this week's Express Entry draw was a bit of an anomaly, a bit of an odd one. In this week's draw, we saw only 118 invitations to apply issued. That is the smallest draw on Express Entry record. Even more than that, this was also restricted only to provincial nominees, so only those people who have received nominations from a provincial nominee program, a PNP. Which means it was very hard to get an invitation in this week's draw. Only 118 and only to PNP candidates. If you happen to be one of the ones who earned that invitation this week, congratulations. Best of luck with that application. Remember, there are special measures in place to help you if you encounter hurdles on that application due to COVID-19. For those of you who didn't receive an invitation, and you might be wondering why is Express Entry restricting these draws, I will repeat what we said last week, which is that we can't really be sure why IRCC is restricting Express Entry draws to PNP candidates or CEC candidates. There is some speculation that this might be due to COVID-19. It might be Canada's response to coronavirus. They might be trying to do immigration draws more related to candidates who might already be in Canada. But honestly, we don't know that information for sure. What I can tell you is that we are monitoring IRCC's communication very closely, and if and when they do issue an official statement in this regard, we will of course publish that on our website in our COVID-19 news feed, which is linked in the description of this video. So if you follow that news feed, you'll be sure to be one of the first people who is updated once there is official information regarding how and why IRCC is restricting Express Entry draws. For those of you who are wondering the cutoff for this week's draw, it was much higher than for an all-program draw, simply due to the fact that PNP-specific draws mean that all candidates who are getting an invitation have a provincial nomination. A provincial nomination results in 600 points being added to your CRS score. That means that we have really highly inflated CRS scores in these PNP-restricted draws. This is why in this week's draw, the CRS score cutoff was 808. It's a scary number, but remember that is simply due to the fact that this was a draw which was restricted to PNP candidates. If we return to all program draws, we should see that drop significantly back into the 400s. So if you guys do have questions about Express Entry, if you have questions about how Canadian immigration is being impacted by COVID-19, drop them in the comments. We are going through our comments regularly during this health crisis, and we're doing our best to update you, our community, with objective and factual answers when we are able to get the information. Again, if you want more information about questions that we've already answered, check out that COVID-19 news feed linked in the description of this video, and I'll also pop in a link to the results page for the latest Express Entry draw, so you can get a bunch more info about the details of this draw and past draws, as well as answers to questions about how COVID is impacting Express Entry specifically. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm glad that I got to get out of the apartment and show you the outside world again, and we will be sure to be back with you with another video as soon as there are more immigration news and updates. Thanks again. See you next time.